Boxleitner, took Bo and I. He was having breakfast at noon. Bruce and I were having lunch, and Bo said, "You know what we need to do is we need to roast somebody.
Let's do it to Bo.
And let's do it to Bo." And Bo didn't know this yet. So you are the roastee.
I didn't know that. You need a mic.
Well, I'll tell you what, Marty has something to say, and so we'll let him project because I'm sure he can do it better than me.
Do it, Marty. You're an actor.
Yes, good morning, children of God. I think that if those who would like to roast young Bo Hopkins, son of God, we should let me know. Let's put a hand up because Bo's over there, and let's have that person go over there next to Bo and start the roast. I'll come in second or third. But whoever would like to roast Bo and have something really constructive or constructive, hopefully, say, let's begin because we don't have enough time. And we all know how much Bo appreciates being constructively criticized. As the son of God, we can handle anything. You can do it, Boy.
Let's just go around the table.
All right. And I want to go after him. Okay, so after going in alto voce.
Line up and kiss his ass.
In loud voice.
We need a microphone.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he called all of them. And he said, I hope you come to my birthday. I'll pay for the drinks and food.
I just want to confirm the part of the lunch check.
Well, I said, well, how old are you going to be, Bo? And he said, 70. I said, how many times did you turn 70? And I'm sure someday his son Matthew's going to be saying, Daddy, how am I older than you?
I was going to say that's what Danny does.
So just give him a check.
The last time I was here was at his going away party. And I just want to say the longest decade I ever spent was 3 months in Red Lodge, Montana with Bo.
Well said.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Go, wrap it. I don't see one on Bo.
You got to go over behind you.
Oh, yeah, If I can make it over there, I mean, it's quite younger than me. I used to be his karate instructor. Now I have to lean on it. Anyhow, when I first...
Walk up, Hank.
Okay, I will project. I was going to say I would have a hard time roasting Bo because all of our experiences together basically have been very, very good. He's about the closest thing I've ever had to a brother. And that's the honest to goodness truth. But I can tell you some stories that would roast a pig in a poke, I'll tell you. He was talking about his daughter saying, I'm older than you. His daughter, Katie, I started going to Katie's birthday party.
Sorry about that.
And she always stayed a teenager. I went to about 15 of her parties. And I remember one of them in particular, she said, Hank, she leaned over to me, she said, Hank, you know how old I really am, don't you? And one of the best things, and that's the truth, I was one of the few people that did. But talking about kids now, we were at John Hanson and Patty Dukes. We were at your house for New Year's Eve one time. And Patty was looking around, kind of nervous. She said, Hank, I can't find my kids. Do you know where Bo is? And I said, yeah, they're out taking the teacher's house. It was a true instance. Bo was leading the 8th grade. Happy birthday, Bo. Happy birthday.
So, can you hear this? Does this work? Yeah. Bo's as deaf as we are. Morgan, we've got a microphone down here now. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Morgan, we're going to do the roasting from this end because there's a microphone and everybody will be able to hear. Can we do that?
Yeah.
We need to crank it up a little bit more. I think he's going back to do that.
There you go.
Do I have to walk all the way down?
Yeah.
I can't get it. I'll meet you halfway.
Let Morgan do it for this second.
Sit right there.
I can meet you halfway. Because
Stay there, Morg. Stay there. We can hear you.
Shall I use my Stintodian toe? Welcome, thank you so much. I can't think of anything to say bad about this young man, about this sweet boy. I'd rather toast than roast. I did not come to bury Caesar, I came to praise. And I think what I have to say today is very apropos what I have to say about Bo has to do with the fair sex. Look up here at the end of the table. What is covering today? Anyway, back to track
Morgan, he's got a mic now.
Oh, there.
But please, Morgan, don't start over.
Bo will be another year old.
I'm sorry, I thought you were George Montgomery.
Doing the 80-hour work later.
Yeah, well, speak up. Still speak up.
Anyway, Bo and I starting in a picture. He's in the heart of Texas. Matter of fact, the little town in Texas, the name of the picture was a small town in Texas. And Bo and I went to bottoms, and our leading lady was that wonderful little, very cute little English actress, Susan George. So I was wondering, I was watching Timothy and Bo positioning themselves to see who was going to be the rotation lover. So anyway, it looked to me like Bo was the opportunity of Timothy, and I was wondering what kind of technique he was using. Finally I decided.
Morgan, don't forget the mic. Yell Stentorian.
Is this the way?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Shall I start over, Rob? Anyway, I decided, I knew what technique goes through. You know, with that Hauser blonde hair and those big blue eyes, and he was looking more like James Dean all the time. He was using that little boy to lost technique, and he was, I think he was going to try to get Susan her mother. As a matter of fact, I think he was successful because as the picture went on, every day Susan had a big smile on her face and Bo looked exhausted. Anyway, I figured I'd just keep it company with one lady, but you've got 3 beautiful ladies by your side. Even though you're 15 years younger than I am, congratulations.
I just want to say that ever since I loved you in the wild life, I thought you were gay. But that's why I asked Kathleen to come here. Kathleen and Lisa are proof that you're straight.
I know Bo Hopkins, and he's been a friend of mine for years. Yeah, he happened to let me for his autograph. And so on the autograph it says, Jim, kiss my sister, Black Cat's ass. And I thought, you know, you may say depositions or people that West or whatever. And later I found out that was his line from the face of me in the wild one. And it's one of my favorite autographs. Joe Life. Thank you. Yeah, let's take it. Wait a minute, Jim, bring it down here. Jim, bring it down here. You don't Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Thank you. I just brought some souvenirs from my episodes with Pro Hockey. It goes back a long time. And I'll pass these around so we can get a sense of chronology here. Years ago, I was always waiting to explode.
These are pictures of you, Marty.
Marty, why did you sign these pictures?
Please don't pay attention to the man on my right behind. The man behind the curtain behind me is a very large man with expecting a child. Okay, we'll pass these around. Now, this is the first picture Bo gave me. Now, Bo gave me this, I always had this respect for this guy named Bo Hopkins. Did Wild Bunch, my Bible, Killer Elite. I mean, I was up for Killer Elite, and I didn't get the part. He did. And I said, who is this guy, Bo Hopkins? And he has all these chicks around him all the time. And he's this guy, Sam Pensacola. And as the years progressed, 2 years later, we ended up meeting on Murder, She Wrote. And he always seems, I watched him a lot, and he always stumbled through his lines. Just couldn't remember his lines. And I said, well, who is this guy, Bo Hopkins? I respect him so much, and bam, Cat never remembers his lines. But I just met him and doing a TV show. How could I criticize him? Years went by. The second time we all got together was on Cowboy. And we're doing this wonderful event in Calgary, and I figured it'd be great to go horseback riding with Bo. So we go up, and we're in Calgary, we go all the way up to Bath, and we rent horses, and he says, yeah, we'll go ride horses. And we get up there in the woods, it's snowing, and the guy says, I can't get on. And I said, why? He says, I can tell you, I'm afraid of horses. Afraid of horses? I'm with Bo Hopkins, my idol. You know, he's afraid of horses. So we laugh, we get through this whole day, and we do a picture of Portugal 2 years later. And you know, Bo has a history of drinking a little bit too much, and he had a very nervous day, and we're on the set, and it's in Portugal, and he can't go on, he can't do his work. He's got a twitch in his eye. And it was all because he didn't know his lines again. So we had to call a Portuguese neurologist to come on the set and take care of Bo. He killed the whole day shooting. Ultimately, we got the work done. Then after that, we did the Hollywood All-Stars. We played softball, and Bo would always have a flask in his back pocket, in the outfield, wherever we played, Toronto, Texas, anywhere. He'd always be sipping his stuff, but he's always getting these great hits. And he was the only intoxicated ball player I ever knew, who also was my idol. We moved on to Cowboy poetry at UCLA. So here's Boxleitner, Melissa Gilbert, myself, and
You're in those photos?
we all and Bo was the only guy who had his Cowboy poetry lip synced. They had to arrange because he used to work with a flask also in his back pockets, and he had the Cowboy poetry lip sync because he couldn't remember. So we passed on that, and I said, well, that's Bo Hopkins, I love you. Then we move on to Rob's produced movie, Wyatt Earp Returns to Tombstone. And there we're playing the two gunfighters.
Am I in that photo?
And I don't know.
No, but Marty is.
And we move on to, and Bo has a pair of binoculars, and he seems intoxicated. And we're doing lines right over each other's shoulders, and he's smelling. And I smell Grammy. And I'm just hysterical. Grammy, I can't even remember my lines.
You think this might have been better written?
He's got a pair of binoculars that he's using as a prop, that you unscrew the eyepieces, and inside is Gremlin. So every once in a while I'm sipping it during the scene. Okay, so we let that go because we had a great time. And then we go and do a golf tournament with Kenny Stabler in Alabama. And I found another one. I found him literally paying off Kenny Stabler $20 so he can get a trophy and come in first in the golf tournament. I found him under a tree doing that. But above and beyond, one of the greatest pleasures I've ever had was really doing a play with him in New York.
a year ago, my son and I did the Reign of the Gila Monster, a Western, and Bo was absolutely sensational. This is Bo in the Reign of the Gila Monster. And then, the funniest time was in Tombstone, at the film festival in Tombstone, where Bo believed that Josephine Marcus was still alive, and he fell in love with her, and he wouldn't believe she was dead. So I had to buy him a picture to take home of Josephine Marcus. And now, thank God that Bo is not drinking anymore. Bo now survives on cheap chocolate cigars and a wonderful Wild Horse herbal tea that I want to pass around, that I want you to know that that's all Bo drinks now, and that's why he's working here. Thank you so much for being a good friend.